Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Anita Lee. It's good to have you with us. In this week's top stories, Tzu Chi volunteers in Taiwan and the Philippines reach out to console and support victims of fires which occurred in both countries. A young man from Malaysia who suffered Ankylosing Spondylitis celebrates new life after undergoing a successful surgery at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital. Finally, children in Marikina and Quezon cities are given a chance to reach for their dreams thanks to Tzu Chi. Two separate fires recently broke out in Pasig City and Rizal Province in the Philippines. Upon receiving the news, Tzu Chi volunteers arrived at the scenes with supplies for the fire victims. A deadly fire also broke out in Zhongli, Taiwan on April 23rd, killing 2 residents and leaving 1 person in critical condition.
A fire broke out at this 3-story townhouse in Zhongli at around 4 a.m. on April 23rd. Hours later, heavy smoke can still be seen. Firefighters and medical personnel arrive on the scene shortly after. Among the victims, a 48-year-old man and his 12-year-old nephew were pronounced dead, while a 15-year-old boy is still in critical condition.
We found 6 people. 3 of them were conscious, 2 showed no vital signs, and the other was in a coma. I also have 2 young brothers-in-law. My parents-in-law do not have a place to live now.
The survivors, including an old couple and a foreign caretaker, are in need of assistance in finding temporary housing. Local Tzu Chi volunteers arrive in the next morning to do just that.
The victims will need help cleaning up. After the police inspection, we will work with the boroughhead and come back to help if needed.
While the police are still investigating the cause of the fire, it is possible that an electrical shortage led to the unfortunate incident. Turning to the Philippines, at the site of a fire in Rizal Province, children are playing, unaware of severity of the situation.
Due to the blaze, we lost all our belongings. We don't know what to do and can only rely on the help of people around us.
The fire in Rizal displaced 19 households. Upon learning of the tragedy, Tzu Chi volunteers distributed rice and other supplies to the families.
Thank you for helping us. We wouldn't know what to do without you. This rice will sustain us for a week, and the sleeping mats will help us sleep better.
On the same day, Tzu Chi volunteers also brought aid to 20 families who were left homeless by an electrical fire in Pasig City.
I was happy to receive the supplies. Although we are still homeless, we won't be going hungry anymore.
Although our religious beliefs are different, you have shown us real compassion.
While the terrible fire burned the family's homes and belongings, Tzu Chi volunteers' timely assistance will help ease the victims' minds on their path to recovery.
Thank you, Tzu Chi Foundation!
In Damansar Utama of Selangor, Malaysia, there are those who actively participate in the Wisdom at Dawn broadcast. In our next report, we meet the Gore sisters whose lives have been transformed because of their participation. At 2 in the morning in a suburb of Selangor, Malaysia, Gore Ren-ing is already up and about while most people are still sound asleep.
There are a lot of mosquitoes. We can harness more latex in the morning, and it is also cooler. If you wait till the sun comes up, it'll be hot, and there will be less latex to extract.
Gore Ren-ing's younger sister, Gore Hui-ing, also works as a rubber tapper. But unlike Ren-ing, who works for her husband's plantation, Hui-ing works for other people.
I learned how to do this when I was still a teenager. I have been doing this for over 3 decades. I make about just over $8 a day. Together with my husband, we make almost $20 per day.
When the leaves of the rubber trees fall between March and April and the trees therefore stop secreting latex, or when it rains and the pair can't go to work, they are the happiest.
We stop working 2 months a year, so we need to seize this rare opportunity. Also, you can't tap for rubber when it rains, so we come back and sometimes just make it in time for the Wisdom at Dawn broadcast.
It was Fong Hai-chen who first promoted the morning study session in Damansar Utama.
Before, we had to drive about 50 kilometers, so we had to get up very early, as the ride was about an hour.
I had no idea what Wisdom at Dawn was, nor what that meant.
I went for a week and couldn't understand a word. The sermons just made me sleepy. A sister in Termerlode asked me to share my insights. I said I couldn't understand a thing. The only thing that registered was the world is troubled by the 5 impurities.
Though both sisters couldn't read Chinese and could barely understand, Fong encouraged them not to give up. Eventually, the group grew in numbers to more than a dozen. However, the morning journey was not without its dangers.
Once, while driving towards the Terminal Liaison Office, we ran over a hog. Unfortunately, it died. I believe it was there to help us, because when Sister Jian Cilu heard what had happened, she then helped us set up our own gathering point here.
So instead of driving 50 minutes to Termelo, the trip is now only 5 minutes. Slowly, the Gore sisters have changed as well.
So now when I'm rubber tapping in the morning by 5 something, I will remember that while others are taking in the Dharma, I'm here working to make ends meet. By immersing ourselves in the Dharma through the morning study session, we can slowly cleanse ourselves of impurities.
Slowly, I have begun to recognize many Chinese characters. I used to call myself stupid, but in fact no one was holding us back. It was we who were doing that.
Having overcome the same obstacles together, the Gore sisters have grown as the result of the Wisdom at Dawn broadcast. Now, every day, the pair looks forward to hearing that gentle voice full of wisdom in the morning. Though Indonesia is a Muslim country, Tzu Chi has established itself and won recognition by proving love is universal. Supported by businesses such as the Sinar Mass Group and the Indonesian Armed Forces, the local Tzu Chi chapter has launched its 1 Million Dreams project with a goal of collecting 1 million bamboo coin banks in a year. Similarly, in neighboring Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers are working to get 1 million people to become Tzu Chi's contributing members.
A Tzu Chi volunteer in Malacca, Malaysia, after his participation in the musical adaptation of the Water Repentance Sutra in 2011, Fu Ming became deeply involved in the charity's work, changing his behavior as a result.
There is one thing that I must confess to, which still bothers me even now. And that is when my dad used to scold me and wanted to reprimand me. I pretty much would hit him back. I was such a horrible son.
Repenting for his wrongdoings, Fu Ming is dedicating himself to volunteer work. To enlist 1 million bodhisattvas, he overcomes his shyness to talk to passers-by on the streets.
It's a tug of war between good and evil. With so much crime, we need more kind-hearted people. We need them to join us in volunteer work.
Fu's perseverance has deeply touched Lin Saihua.
When he first asked me to contribute to Tzu Chi, I flat out said no. But after seeing the work he does, I began to change my mind. I saw that after all, Tzu Chi is indeed doing good things and helping others.
Walking into the crowd, Fu Ming continues to invite strangers to join Tzu Chi, so that those in need can get the help they require. The same effort can be seen in Indonesia.
When we were giving up bamboo coin banks, we got chased by a dog. It began to stalk us and drew closer. My friend got scared and wanted to run for it. I then grabbed him and told him to kneel down with me. Thankfully, the dog then left. If they don't contribute to their coin bank every day, they will think something is wrong, so they will just do it automatically. Tzu Chi's work transcends religions, ethnicities, and skin colors. We are all one family. We all share a common goal of helping those in need. A devoted worshipper is one who contributes to society.
With the assistance of Tzu Chi, a young Malaysian man with Ankylosing Spondylitis underwent a successful surgery at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital. Upon his return to Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers gave him the warmest welcome as he gets ready to embrace his new life.
21-year-old Huang Jinghan walks into the airport lobby on crutches. Tzu Chi volunteers have been looking forward to this moment since they first met the young man.
I'm very touched to see these people showering me with their care and best wishes. I appreciate everyone. I will walk the Tzu Chi Bodhisattva path with my healed legs.
Suffering from ankylosing spondylitis, Huang Jinghan traveled to Hualien, Taiwan to undergo treatment at the Tzu Chi Hospital in mid-March. After a month of treatment and rehabilitation, he is recovering well.
Taiwan's medical personnel have very advanced skills. I have been watching Daai TV. How can I not trust them? Seeing how the volunteers give us their utmost support, I'm 100% grateful.
I am grateful to the doctors. We are very grateful. I believe he can now walk the Tzu Chi Bodhisattva path on healthy legs.
The volunteers from Tzu Chi's Malaysia branch were also there to give Huang Jinghan a new bed and a celebratory dinner.
Volunteers from different Tzu Chi affiliates wrote down their best wishes for him. We hope Huang Jinghan will have the courage and perseverance to overcome the difficulties in his life. We also brought a new bed for him. We hope to see him embrace his future with joy.
With the help and care of Tzu Chi volunteers and their medical team, Huang Jinghan is confident that he can successfully face the future on his own 2 feet.
Year-old recycling volunteer Li Yue-ying from Burger Village, Malaysia, learned the importance of environmental protection through watching Daai TV. Determined to leave behind a healthy planet for future generations, she decided to join Tzu Chi's recycling mission. But first we go to Indonesia's West Jakarta and learn why the Jericho Sambi Tzu Chi recycling station is more than just a place where community members sort their recyclables. At daybreak, one by one, community residents make their way to the Jericho Sambi Tzu Chi recycling station in West Jakarta, Indonesia.
Practicing recycling is a charitable deed, and it benefits ourselves as well. The recycling station is just like a cultivation ground. I feel that I have become more grounded and less selfish. Before, I only used to think about myself. But now I have learned to think of others as well.
I feel immense happiness when I'm here. When I'm feeling empty, I feel spiritually recharged the moment I step in here.
The center is always buzzing with a lively atmosphere. Song and sign language have brought everyone closer together.
My hand movements are elegant and graceful and no longer rigid. When we are sorting our recyclables, we can train ourselves to be more patient and control our temper.
Not only has Tzu Chi's recycling mission in Indonesia yielded results, it has also brought people in the community even closer together. Broga village is situated 53 kilometers away from Malaysia's capital, Kuala Lumpur. It is a popular tourist destination and it is also home to 60-year-old recycling volunteer Li Yueying.
We keep our cardboard boxes, plastic bags, or egg containers, things we might throw out as trash, for her to collect.
Li is also willing to go door to door to collect recyclables within a 2-kilometer radius of the village.
The more recyclables we can gather, the better, right? The more we do, the more we can help others. We tell community members that Tzu Chi is working for the benefit of society. We help poor families and needy students.
Now retired, Li Yueying learned of Tzu Chi's recycling efforts through Daai TV. Since then, she has made protecting the planet her own mission.
She has a great spirit and she is so dedicated. When she is doing recycling, you can tell she is immersed in the Dharma and so much at ease.
I'll practice recycling until I can no longer run. When I can no longer move my legs, that's when I won't be able to do it anymore.
Determined to leave behind a healthy planet for future generations, Li vows to continue working on behalf of Mother Earth until her last breath. At the age of 71, Tzu Chi volunteer Liao Yuzhen from Malaysia has regained color in her life by diving into recycling work. Let's see how she lives life to the fullest despite her age. When we first met her, we felt that she was really different from others.
In eyes of the other volunteers, Liao Yuzhen of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, is a superhero. Though she is over 70, nothing is out of reach for her. Not recycling, nor growing her own vegetables or sewing.
She is quite skilled. Her sewing work is very detailed and beautiful. It looks like something you could purchase in the department store. Everyone who has seen it loves it.
Liao has had 40 years of experience with sewing, but in the past it was always for a living.
When the fabric's too dark, I'm unable to sew for a long time, as I have a hard time seeing the fabric and will be unable to thread the needle.
As she aged and her vision deteriorated, Liao gave up sewing, but wanting to protect natural resources, she has picked up sewing once more.
This is also from the recycling station too. I can sew it together so that they can use it as a rope.
Another reason she gave up her job was because she had to take care of her husband, who suffered from Parkinson's disease.
He pretty much needed help at all times. When no one was at home with him, he would constantly trip and fall. It was hard on me since, as a female, I didn't have the strength to lift him.
Slowly, Liao only saw the negative side of things.
I was really depressed. At times, I would think to myself, why does everything have to be like this? Why must my husband and I live such a difficult life?
Her husband's passing woke her up to the impermanence of life.
In the past, he would say to me, when my health gets better, I want to see what it is that you do in Tzu Chi, but he never got the chance to do so.
Now Liao's heart is no longer closed and gray. Instead, she is busy living a colorful life.
In the Philippines, Tzu Chi volunteers visited scholarship recipients in Marikina and Quezon cities to gain a better grasp of their family situations. By giving these impoverished students monetary support, Tzu Chi is also giving them a chance to break free from the cycle of poverty.
In Quezon City of the Philippines, Tzu Chi volunteers visit Neva May Handugan's home, where they listen to this mother of 7 worry about her children's education.
I have 7 children. It is hard for us to live a normal life. My dream for my daughter is to see her finish her college education and be able to help her siblings too.
Easing Handugan's worries, volunteers have awarded Shamika, the family's only daughter, with scholarship support.
I will study hard so that Tzu Chi's assistance will not be wasted.
Tzu Chi volunteers visit other students to better understand their background and needs, hoping to give these impoverished children a brighter future.
同样是孩子，
They are all children, but they aren't able to receive the same type of education. These students face the possibility of a stop to their education, so I hope we can help them continue their pursuits of an education.
There are over 200 students who are suffering from the same fate in Marikina City.
Kikita ko na yung future na.
Because of the scholarship, I can now see the day that I will finish college. I no longer have to worry about tuition fees and miscellaneous school fees.
With the Tzu Chi volunteers' help and support, children from impoverished families dare to make their dreams into reality.
April 22nd was Earth Day, and to show their support for the planet, in Taiwan, Hualien, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to hold a community cleanup event inviting residents to participate.
爱护乡里，从我做起，省水省电，人人有责，为下一代创造一个干净的地球。
A borough magistrate in Hualien, Taiwan, carries this message as he drives around the neighborhoods, while local Tzu Chi volunteers travel on foot to share utility-saving tips.
I know, unplug your appliances when heading out and remember to close faucets tightly.
如果这个观念，我们
If we can spread these messages to everyone so they know to conserve on resources, then we can all help make the planet better.
Thanks to the volunteers' preparation, the Earth Day event the next day at 5 in the morning saw a good turnout.
Through working together, we can better bond with local residents. This will make promoting our future programs easier and also inspire more people to join our ranks.
In various parts of Hualien, together people are helping to better the environment. They pick up trash and clean up fallen leaves to control pest populations. In just 3 hours, more than 100 bags of trash were collected. And those unable to move easily could help out as well.
I can carry trash with my cart. I can't walk well, but I can still volunteer.
Even young children have joined in on this effort on behalf of Mother Earth. This is a great opportunity for them to learn by doing. Sharing the same goal, residents and volunteers leave no corner untouched.
It's a chance to get a workout and also join in group activities. This feels wonderful.
Showing love for the environment by taking action, the group continues to work in spite of the muggy weather for one simple purpose. For years, Tzu Chi volunteers in Indonesia have been actively promoting environmental conservation in various ways. Recently, volunteers hosted a vegetarian cooking class to get more members of the community to embrace vegetarianism. We go there at the end of today's program. Thank you for watching. See you next week.